This is a bit of an old one, but it's skirted by me in the wake of all the Toon Critic nonsense. You see, Generation 5 of MLP has been rumored about for several months, and with each new supposed leak, people get more and more panicked. The usual fits over insignificant details like Twilight being an Earth pony instead of a unicorn are to be expected, but then came the news that it was possible that Applejack could possibly be getting a black voice actress in the reboot. I just said possibly twice, what is wrong with me? Naturally, this news was met with praise and celebration from many corners of the Brony fandom, and nowhere was that more apparent than on Equestria Daily, where the intelligent and critically discerning community there embraced this new idea with open arms and open minds, along with no, it was a shit show. Obviously.
Black AJ? Nope, forced diversity is not for me, thanks. Killing a blonde, freckled southern character for some political agenda is the last thing I want to see. Bye!
Honestly, it's the fact that she's black that bothers me. She has no personality outside of race and racial stereotypes. If she somehow pulls off an interesting voice for Applejack that doesn't sound like some wannabe hood rat, then it might be good. Still, I would have preferred a character replacing Applejack instead of making a full 180 on the character we know and love.
They want to give Applejack to a black ghetto voice actress like female Tay Diggs. Also, entire VA cast is replaced. Only designs are similar to G4. Also, they want all kinds of SJW and LGBT diversity.
I fear for the worst as soon as I read the dreaded buzzword diversity. It seems they're taking a page from Marvel's failed strategy book.
Tiffany Haddish is supposed to voice AJ, at least in the movie, but they want TV series VA to match the movie with similar voices. I think they also follow Star Wars' political agenda.
You can see how SJWs worm their ways into industries and F-K them over. Megan will lead a new team, so we might at least save Spike and Discord at the later development when they figure out Main 6. The thing with AJ is clearly anti-white conservatist as response to Trump America. What is an opposite of country female redneck? Of course, an urban black woman.
Man, these two really went off the deep end with their delusional nonsense. I like how this one person brings up how diversity is a failed Marvel plan. Didn't Black Panther recently gross $1 billion? Mate, you're fucking nuts. It seems some people are under the impression that a black voice actress means that Applejack is gonna show up in the next generation of MLP sounding like Flying Princess Ponyhead or Amethyst, two characters who don't have black voice actresses themselves and are doing a really bad impression of what they think a southern drawl is. In fact, just to really hammer that point home, here's just a small sampling of black voice actresses just based on footage I already had on my PC when I wrote this out.
At the first war for this garbage planet, I fought against your armies. I respected your tactics. But this is sick.
That's exactly what she said.
Huh?
That's exactly what you said. It is you, isn't it, Rose?
What are you talking about?
Don't lie to me.
Is it another shell? Because I am telling you, if it is another shell, Princess Skystar, what have you done? You know surface dwellers are forbidden here. Guards!
Oh, goodness, no, dear. You can do lots of things with hair. I wove it into that tapestry you like so much. Stuff your bed with it. Heck, you can even make pancake batter from it. I'm just playing with you.
Follow me, and very soon you'll hear the tale of Nightmare Moon.
But no ponies asked me to organize anything since Twilight came to town.
So you'll do it?
I used to be the best organizer in all of Ponyville.
Well, they're going to feel awfully silly when they realize they've got the wrong date. The invitations are wrong! This says the wedding is today!
So it seems that EQD's delusional fears are unfounded, not to say that Applejack having a city accent would be a bad thing. I mean, if you're that concerned about Applejack having a thick and distracting accent, maybe you should look at the one she already has. And by the way, fuck you! Applejack with a thick urban accent would be awesome! You people have no fucking taste! And don't get me started on the twats going on about erasing a character for forced diversity. Applejack has historically been the least appreciated character in the cast, with many of these same antisocial malcontents deriding her as out of character anytime she does something even slightly dumb. There have been jokes about her being a background pony since season 1, so I doubt they experienced some kind of epiphany and stopped being paint-huffing morons. They're bitching about Applejack being changed, but it's a fucking reboot. Change is the name of the game. If you reboot something and keep all the characters exactly the same as they were in the last one, what's the fucking point of rebooting? You can clearly see by all the whining about S-Jews and forced diversity that this is little more than alt-right fuckheads just veiling their racism behind the usual buzzwords, because racists think everyone is as stupid as they are and will still fall for that shit. And this is shown by the fact that there are at least a few people in Equestria Daily's viewer base with some brain cells left. I always found it strange that a series that pushes so many liberal themes can have such a far-right audience, but it's evidently clear a lot of the fanbase sees the show as a repository for lore and memes, and ignores the actual content of the series, hence why they haven't caught on yet that Hasbro does this kind of stuff all the time. They're too drunk on lore to realize that 90% of the show is explicitly hammering home how terrible of a person they are. I mean, Inkrose was hammering this forced diversity drum when people suggested that MLP have gay characters, and she was just as stupid then as you are now. Don't worry, bronies. This isn't a sinister plot to destroy you. The futures of straight white men everywhere are safe and secure.
For now.